I want to precede this version of my angel healing with reading from this book, which is Amazing Grace by David Wolfe and Nick Good, which was one of the first David Wolfe books that I read. So there's a paragraph in here that always stuck out in my mind, and I'm going to read it right now because it makes perfect sense. So here we go. The mere idea that every single ghost experience, Bigfoot sighting, UFO encounter, alien abduction, psychic occurrence of any kind, Loch Ness monster viewing, conspiracy theory, etc., is the product of a neurosis or hallucination is patently and completely ridiculous. The burden of proof is clearly on the doubter. Let me read that again. The burden of proof is clearly on the doubter. The doubter must prove that every single paranormal experience out of thousands or even millions of such encounters in each category is a phony. That is impossible. If one UFO encounter is real, I read that again. If even one UFO encounter is real, then they exist. If even one Bigfoot sighting or print is real, then they exist. If even one alien abduction experience is real, then people are actually being abducted by aliens. If even one ghost story is true, then ghosts exist. If even one person can see into the future, then seeing into the future is possible. This is raw logic, and it instantly deconstructs and eliminates any fog of confusion surrounding paranormal phenomena. The overall depth of mystery of life is as great as ever. Why is it even doubted? Because we live in a doubter society. Do you get that? The proof of proving is in the doubters, because they must prove that every single one is wrong. Every single one. So do you get that? If even one is true, they're all true for the most part. Or it's true. Hey, so I just went to my third angel healing with Archangel Healer at archangelhealing.com. And that was with Anthony, and this time it was a tandem healing with his girlfriend, Marilyn, who the people I had learned about his services from, I actually learned from my friend Laura, who one of these days I'll maybe do a blog with her, or and then she heard about Anthony from Jay Denman, who, if you don't know Jay Denman, that was a associate at Air One with Truth Calkins for a while, and now that's not so much obvious connection anymore. But anyways, my whole life is literally gonna be like pre and post this period. I already said this in my last upload talking about this archangel healing, so this was a powerful one for me. You know, and the way they work, they really don't like start kind of rooting and taking effect into you for a couple of weeks, but I knew when I left there that this one was going to be a pretty powerful thing. And it's kind of like, how do you talk about this? You know, because it's like, it's on a different level. It's not physical. It's not like eating food. Like you have green juice and you go, oh, taking this changed me, or whatever. This is just, you're just there and it happens. And so what happens is you stand on one side of the room, and Anthony and his girlfriend Marilyn stand on the other side of the room, and they, via the angels, just sort of look at your aura or look at you, and the angels sort of present symbols. Obviously they're advanced beings, So they speak through symbols and codes and give him indications of like tarot. And in the case of me, they gave him the inclination of checking out I Ching Hex number 35, which, I mean, I know about some of these systems, the tarot especially. I Ching is one I know the least about. So I highly recommend them. It's just like what I was saying before is, you know, you can do all this stuff. I've been into health food all my life, so it's just like there's only so far you can go with that, where it's just completely a physical thing of where you start more addressing the way that you think, the way that you feel, and your connection with the beyond, with the more than what we are, which is the spiritual, of connecting in with the unconscious. Because the mental and the emotional are still physical, you know, but the spiritual is what we are when this flesh and blood is gone. So that's what this is all about, really, and of connecting with those in between, those lighter, because you have this dense matter, the physical, and then you have like, to me, in my mind, the next level is the emotion, probably, because that is a big thing about us, is that we're emotional. And then the next one after that is the mental, about how we think, because we're probably a little more mental than the animals. The animals are emotions, they feel emotions, but they're probably, you know, I don't want to be like too arrogant in saying that we're smarter than them, but I'm guessing that we probably are more mental beings than they are. I do think they feel as much as us, so some people would disassociate from that because they're already disassociated from animals anyways. And then after that is the spiritual. And so that's the big connection in here, is using the spiritual to connect back in with the spiritual, to be more a spiritual being in this physical body, to connect more in with the way you feel, because everybody just ignores. It's all about the physical. Take this vitamin, do this, have this much money. And there's just a whole way that the health food thinking is completely polluted to me anyways, because it's just all about money, really. So probably my big first entrance into the world of angels was in 2009, which was late 2009, which was when I started hanging out a lot with going to see Truth Calkins at the Tonic Bar, and I met this girl, Nicole Peugeot, at the Tonic Bar, and Truth just pointed me in the direction of her and said, "You need to talk to her." And so you can find her, she has a website, it's called quantumradiance.com. That'll be in the drop down box down below my music stuff. And so that was when I first started getting interested in angels, and I took a session with her, and she does theta healing. She's kind of one of the first like sort of healing channel type people that I did with, and that was big breakthrough for me. And her, a big feature of her, not the first healing I did, was like working with the angels. And I had just, of always having grown up as being a mystical Christian, and this is not a fundamentalist Christian, a mystical Christian. A big difference there. The whole world of being a mystical Christian is like, it's miles away from the whole fundamentalist Christian, which is like, the whole fundamentalist Christian thing has probably done more damage. The mystical Christian thing has a lot more connection with the old mystery schools, and they're not so quick to dismiss stuff as being Satan. I would venture to think that I don't think mystical Christian people even believe in hell or Satan. I don't. So, at no point is any of this for any atheist people. I would think that most of those people are kind of long gone from my website, so I'm not going to pretend to cater to any of them, except for maybe to get some of you guys who are kind of like, who are already spiritual people, to do the next step and doing some like more extreme things, like getting into some of this channeled healings and stuff like that, because for me it's been a very powerful thing. So that was the beginning of the angel stuff for me. You know, so I really haven't done linked you into much music other than mine in a while. So I realized with the playlists on YouTube, I can link you to some cool stuff, and you can listen to some music that I'm amazed by. I will pat myself on the back and tell you I know I got really good taste in music. Anyways, check out this link over here. This is going to a playlist I made of stuff by Pete Namlick. He passed in 2012, a year ago. Great hero of mine. Awesome stuff. And also you can support me by supporting my music. Links in the drop down box to my website. You buy stuff directly from me as opposed to going through other channels. You will get extra surprises and things like that. Over here is a link to Lava Lamp, early track that I did before I really started getting my business together with after I came out of the long depression from getting HIV and full-blown AIDS. So it was like my first track, or really my second track, but my first really amazing track. Always been obsessed with lava lamps. So this is a video that my ex-boyfriend Jason put together when we were boyfriends, and now my business collaborator. Bright blessings, and there will be a continuation on this video coming up with more details of my archangel healing, and but before that I will be giving you the details of my gallbladder cleanse finale, which happened tonight as well. Alright, peace.